Yeah. Yeah. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the ATM Hear Me Out Spoken Word Showcase. I want to say thank y'all to everybody that's watching right now. At this current moment, you can tag somebody that you like, tag somebody that you don't like. It don't even matter right now. It don't even matter. Just tag somebody. Let them know what's going on. For those of you that are already in here watching, go ahead and just put the hand clapping emoji. Now, I get it. At poetry events, you're supposed to snap and all this extra stuff. Nah, we clapping because we can't hear you no way. As you're about to see, my name is down here on the left-hand side. During this event, you will see each and every artist. Their name will pop up. This is their Facebook, you know what I'm saying, info. So go follow them on Facebook. Hit them up. If they say something in their poem that you like, make sure you tell them about it. If you didn't like it, still tell them about it. Make a new friend, make a new enemy, and then make them your friend after that. It don't matter. That's on you. However, make sure you stay up to date with them. Also, for this event, right now it's free. It's actually free. So if you would like to donate, you're going to see at the bottom of the screen ways that you can donate. You can go Cash App or PayPal and just put Tyrell MacArthur in the for section. Put Hear Me Out. Now, understand, I just went ahead and got my LLC, so I ain't scamming nobody. We putting all this towards, y'all can put your hands together wherever you at, you know what I'm saying, for that, you know what I'm saying, but small businesses and stuff like that, you feel me? But we out here with it. But again, make sure, please make sure that you stay up to date with these artists. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to tag somebody, and then I'm going to get into my poem. All right? I'm going to tag. I can't tag nobody. Matter of fact, in the comment section, I need to see y'all put the hand clapping thing. That way it can already be in your recent emojis. For you Android users, I don't know how that works for you. But for the iPhone, we got a section called Recents, and we can just click it. That way we ain't got to go look for it throughout the poem. Cool. So 10, 9, I'm watching right here too. Again, we got new poets, we got seasoned poets. So you're going to see some of them reading off their phone. They want to make sure that the material that they give you is accurate, on point. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you show them some extra love. Show all of us some extra love. We can absolutely use it. We're going to look at you right here doing the freestyle session. We're going to need your help on that. We're going to need you to, you know what I'm saying, say some words, and we're going to pick a word, and we're going to go crazy. We're going to go crazy. But I hope y'all can hear me. So again, I gave y'all what? 30 seconds. Here go 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I said, hey, yo. Since we last met, you haven't changed. Although your wrinkles are inconsistent, your purpose remains the same. You still hiding addictions. And it's sad because when we first met, I knew you to have different intentions as a child. You would surprise me and my friends on field days, half days, even whole days. I do my best to remember your old ways. We would look inside to find ham and cheese sandwiches and chips that were never wanted. But if you granted us with a cookie, dog, you were no longer an opponent. But as we grew up, you changed. And I can't say that I agree with your ways. You hide the medicine that others use to hide their pain, whether it be liquid or gas. You don't discriminate, but I guess it is what it is now, huh? Just all fun and games. You've been hiding murder weapons, yet you remain nameless. And I'm puzzled because I'm constantly trying to put together what it would take for you to stop this. But an even better question is, why am I talking to an inanimate object? For those of you who have listened thus far and can agree that the peace of your soul is undeniably sad, I strongly encourage you to put down your brown paper bag. You let that brown paper bag disqualify you from being my dad, from being her dad, and now you got your third and probably not your last, but I pray that my little brother grows up to be as charming as he has been charmed. Y'all know, third time's the charm, but your empty promises have been ringing in my ear all of my life, and now it's began to be alarming because I'm getting ready to start a family. And at times I don't feel like I'm ready. There were a set of tools that you were supposed to hand me to fix the parts of you that genetically affect me, yet you stayed solid, solid at gassing me up like you were going to show up. Don't you know, for every time you lied, my trust in you was being liquidated because I was banking on you to be there. I learned to love you as a lion king who almost scarred me for life, leaving a wounded cub to fend for himself. But when I look into a mirror, I see you. When I sit by myself, I hear you. To this day, people call me your name. Terrell, they say. Terrell, can you do this? Terrell, can you do that? Hi, my name is Tyrell. Terrell, it's nice to meet you. No. It's Tyrell. Well, Terrell, this is such a, you know what, bro? Just call me Ty. When you stop showing up, I vowed to never be like you. Yet, I felt like I would be disrespecting you to allow another man to stand in your place. When you stopped showing up, I vowed to never be like you. Yet, everywhere I went, I brought you with me. You are the reason I keep people out of my business, but I guess some are right. I'm just like you. I'm still hiding my addictions. Iron deficiency is apparent. My wrinkles are still consistent, and I can't smooth over it anymore. Anytime I get to thinking of you, there's always a shortage of oxygen and a need for tissue. So I took a freedom class to help me see God as Father. I know I need him to be too. Like I said, I took a class hoping that it would set me free from lying and lust, and I realized I needed to be free from you. Seeing your face makes my heart break and rejoice at the same time. You are the only person who has access to all of me all of the time, and as much as I hate to admit it, that is the only truth that resonates with me well. Well, Daddy, do you remember the conversation we had about me transitioning from calling you Daddy to Pops? I felt like the term Daddy was one of endearment. And maybe I was trying to grow up too soon, but the poet in me was still evident. I was just learning to call you the way that I saw you, the way you pop up from time to time. Daddy, Dad, Pops. But Pops, there's this notion of our chapters closing, and breath will escape one before the other, but I still desire to be fed by you, and I know that's some other stuff. I never wanted to cut you off. I've never desired to. I've never desired stuff. I've only desired you, your presence. And I have a feeling that when we connect this time, it'll be different. That once the book is closed and all the chapters have been written, we'll allow others to read our story, and they'll see the part that's missing, and you probably thought that you wouldn't be forgiven. But Pops, Daddy, you're forgiven.
Okay, so this one right here is for my riders. You know, the ones who hold it down like they never get tired, going to the end of the world and back for the one you desire. Your devotion is unmatched with a loyalty that is to be admired. But I do have a question that I'm inspired to inquire. Why are you still riding when he's the one slashing the tires of your love and setting your life on fire? You are so devoted to being a ride or die that you are literally dying inside for one who's inconsistent on the ride. You must be tired. So tired to the point of exhaustion, so sick to the point of being nauseous, yet deep within your conscience you feel you have no other options, so instead you stick it out and embrace your losses. What could have caused this addiction to the pain of a fake love that is noxious, this tendency to fall for men who treat you as just another option, this habitual attraction to grown boys who are nothing more than heartless? Why do we cling to relationships that we know to be toxic? We have come to accept situations that emotionally assault us, and then we cry in silence, hide our wounds, and we flaunt it like a love that is flawless. Because we wouldn't dare face the embarrassment of allowing others to see that we are truly being taunted. Because deep within our souls, we feel that we are the ones to be faulted. Because just maybe if I was good enough, he wouldn't cheat so often. Or maybe if I fed him some good food and even better WAP, he wouldn't see other offers. I mean, he may lose his temper sometimes and hit me, but I'm not in a coffin. And I mean, he claims me as his main, so maybe it's all really just harmless. I mean, it's better to be in love than alone, right? I'd rather feel the warmth of a lie than the cold truth at night. So excuse me if I continue to choose to fight over flight, because what do I really have without a man, even if it's the wrong one in my life? I would say that what you really have is the ability to finally love yourself first. A chance to break the shackles of deceptive disappointment and discovering your worth. A chance to really see the value that your presence brings to this earth. Because, girl, you can literally shake nations with the sharp curves of your words if you just see it first. But unhealed trauma has caused the definition of love in your mind to be perverse and rehearsed. And at some point along the way, you place your self-worth in a hearse. So now you feel inadequate to states where you deserve, accepting anything that comes along like it's a first come, first serve. And what's worse, at times you'll even make excuses for being treated like dirt. But it's time out for being smothered by someone who doesn't check if you can breathe. Giving your all and serving someone who overlooks your bare needs and necessities. But the sad truth is, the only reason he's able to continuously get away with these things is because you subconsciously agree that for you, this is all that love will ever truly mean. But you see, real love is truly patient. And real love is truly kind. Real love isn't out here trying to manipulate your mind. Real love doesn't have to physically harm you to get you to stay in line. And real love doesn't have you continuously auditioning to be worth someone else's time. Real love will make you feel seen, safe, and secure. Every inch of your being will be intimately explored. No tear or concern will go ignored, and his actions will compete with his words to make you feel adored. You never need someone else to complete you. You are a whole being before the right one even meets you. Dishonor and disrespect shouldn't even see you, and never once should your worth be an issue if it's true. You are worth more than your mind can ever imagine. In the hands of God, your mind, body, and soul have been uniquely fashioned. And that same God loves you enough to give you more than what you ask him. And that's including an authentic love for yourself and from someone else that's really worth having. But the question is, are you asking?
I gotta get comfortable. Oh, we good, we good. All right. Well, my name gonna pop up on the screen, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get rolling. I'm gonna be here short and sweet. Let me tell you how I came to be. I was born somewhere close to the sea, so maybe that's why water can calm the savage beast. I hear the waves and it brings me peace. Maybe that's why baptism can wash away the sins, but then again, no matter how many baptisms, I never feel cleansed. Let me tell you how I came to be. I got a New York state of mind, but I was born in Mississippi. So of course, I never fitted in. My only friend was my pen. As I got older, it was a gin. Now that I'm sober, it's my pen again. If ink was blood, it's my closest to kin. It knows all my secrets and never condemns. It allows my thoughts to bloom and it becomes my stem. Let me tell you how I came to be. How I could never really sleep. How we pick cans off the streets and then we would sell them same cans so we'll have something to eat. How I moved away to D.C. I had no plan. I was homeless. They say Jesus on the main line, but I was phoneless. I still remember the winters when the snow would cover the dirt. It got so cold that my bones would hurt. I couldn't find warmth in them shelters, so I had to turn to church. Let me tell you how I came to be. How I found my way back down south at 23. How I had a dream but no degree. How they told me minimum wage was all they had for me. I felt defeated. I even tried to join the military. Halfway through the process, I quit. I had to get back in touch with my inner visionary. Let me tell you how I came to be. Engaged at 25 and telling nothing but lies to myself. I wasn't ready and I didn't feel the same way she felt. all the time pretending to be someone else, all because I was afraid to be my true self. I canceled a wedding and just left. I even told God that he needed to step. I just need to be alone. I'm doing a little bit better now, so I got a phone. So when I'm ready, I'm going to hit up the main line, but until then, I'm doing fine. I just need to be left alone. Let me tell you how I came to be. Years later, I finally got my degree. Years later, I finally made it back to the sea on a yacht with Father stretch his hands on repeat. Sipping wine till I finally fall asleep. Waking up in the middle of the night, asking myself, is this who I really want to be? Hearing my parents in the back of my head telling me I need to start a family. But I think Big Crit once said, I'm going to be rich, mama. Sorry I ain't got a wife and kids, mama, but look what I did, mama. I got a house that I barely can stay in. A car I barely can drive. I'd be alive if I said getting money to make me feel alive. And that resonated with my soul. So I hope you now understand how I came to be. A little brief rundown of my history, all my failures and victories told around a campfire with whiskey and twisted trees. So if you ask me how I came to be, I would tell you that this life just came for me. It was all a part of my destiny, and you can find me sipping wine, waiting for what's next for me. This is how I came to be.
Okay. I titled this one, Inconsistent Fear. I'm afraid. Of whom, you might ask? Afraid of inconsistent friends. It's the opposite for me. See, I keep my enemies close and my friends closer. At least my enemies consistently hate me, but my friends don't consistently cheer. I'm the friend I'm most afraid of my own consistencies, because I've broken so many promises, lied to myself so often, and the crazy part is, I keep believing me. Me, of all people. I'm supposed to be the most solid person on my team, yet I don't believe me. If me was a friend, I wouldn't trust me. I'd say me only came around for the glory, didn't want to stick around for the story, didn't want to go through the high places, low spaces, mental wastelands of what I've endured. Me was only in it for she or he, no matter what me says. They're not here for me. They're not hearing me. I've dropped the ball on myself so many times, been hard on myself so many times, gone off on myself so many times. I've been the tough love friend, but never the shoulder to cry on for myself so many times. I have to put me to death so that I can start taking responsibility for my actions. Woe is me.
You have no idea what my life was like. Now that's why I'm this different dude. Yo, I was trying to prevent my mother from killing me, literally, while you probably enjoyed the liberty of watching cartoons. Let me just talk to him. I was a homeless 10-year-old. I wasn't focused on finishing school. No, I was more concerned with finding shelter because I left home with no shirt on my back. It was 30 degrees outside, not to mention I was breaking in those houses just to look for food. So you asked me how my childhood was? Well, I didn't have that, but since you asked, if you got a minute to spare, then let's have a chat. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever joined the gang because you craved a family and you knew they'll make sure you had a place to sleep at? Have you ever been jumped by grown men as a teenager, clothes hanged but knew you couldn't get folded like laundromats? What about accused of the unthinkable like murder? Or beat upside the head with pots and pans? Have you ever lived with somebody that said, baby, I love you, I got you, but you standing in a puddle of your own blood and you got to question your own lifespan? Have you ever experienced being choked, bashed in the face, struggling to breathe, hard rice on tile floor? And on top of that, you got to get on your knees? You don't think that was abuse? Parents, I wish you understood the scars you could leave on a child. Wow. She was coaching me every day before school saying, you better say that you got jumped in these streets and you better change that face to a smile. It wasn't one day of living in a household with Gloria that I actually thought I survived. But February 28th, I turned 25. Now, pastors in the building, I know the Bible says chasing me, but it never said chasing me with knives. Now, please know, I didn't write this to just get your attention. No, I want to talk to you. Why? Because a lot of us, we get mad and we beat on our children because they double you. Not knowing the enemy wants division, I had to add that in. This is very true. He wants to put an anger in his heart that he can double use. And Satan said, yeah, I got your seed. I'm going to kill off your generation. I don't take no L's. He think he taking the W. Right reasons.
This is called the stand. This requires some audience participation. Anyone wants to participate? The stand. Your socially racist and unjust plan has kept us divided and spread hate across the land. Now again, with new generations, we take our stand. See our power fists, heed our demands. As we rise up together, side by side, hand in hand, with love, power, and pride, you will not keep us divided any longer. This unjust suppression has only made us stronger, for we know in our hearts this is what's right. The time is now to continue this fight and protest against what isn't. A common goal to settle the unrest. Through love, power, and change, we will bring out the best. No more smiling faces, lying to the races. We will not continue to be damned or shamed. We say to our fellow man, social and economic justice is our plan. Our common goal to save our souls. Open your hearts, see and understand. There is no more need to die in this fight. Let us all unite for what we know is right. Some of you don't know, for your minds are closed. But if you open your eyes and your hearts indeed, you will see there is black in you and there is black in me. And this is our time for you and me. This is our time to shine for all to see. Hear not, fear me, whether or not you want to see me, for I am here, not over there. I am no longer scared. I'm no longer comfortable with the way things are. We demand change. This is our debate. Our lives are at stake, and we won't shake for all our sake. This is a time to love, embrace, proclamate, emancipate. Truly, this time, this can be the time to celebrate. Unfortunately for some, this comes too late. But a change is coming. The change is here. We won't back down. There is no more fear. The flaws in the laws, businesses segregate, keeping the oppressed down, keeping us in our place. Apprise and take our opportunity to rise. Saying no more. We say no more. Change the flaws of the design within. It's time to step up and create change. This time, we win. The time is now, and we won't back down. Pick ourselves up, rebuild from the ground. Outside ourselves and within. Let us in, let us out. Call out their names, we cry and shout. Here we come as one, here we come, us all of us together. We are strong and won't fall. We rise up and stand tall. We're taking our stand. Power to the people, stick it to the man. This energy, this flow, we must let it go. Out into the world for the world to see, though no matter what race, you're black like me. This is our moment in time. Let us all rise and embrace while looking in each other's face and acknowledge the truth and correct what is wrong. Let us be a nation of love and unity, equal rights, dignity, and opportunity. We will no longer sit and accept past punity. We will no longer accept this insanity. We will wash away the stains. Your deaths will not be in vain. We will honor you and all those before. We will stand, demand, and create change. We all have a part to play, not tomorrow, but today. Once upon a time called right now. And each of us together we shall. For our next generations across the nations, may we look into each other's faces and see no more races that have kept us divided. Let's create riptides that combines, for it's about time people see through the lies and the lines. Political shit show, nowhere to go, but up and out as I spill over my goal and plan for the common man. It's all about all of us, you see, not just you and me. Together we can, but we must demand and take our stand to change our course in history now more than ever, for our future generations, forever and ever. No more mass incarcerations amongst the nations. We live in a free world, no more plantations. I don't misbehave, I am not your slave. Free men and women alike and children. Change the course of our future, it's our history, let's make it right. The force of police brutality increases the rate of our mortality. The revolt will be televised, true history will be realized. This revolution will bring the solution, so there'll be no more dilution of truth. And there will be justice for the masses, no more segregation and separation of the classes. Maybe we need to socialize and then realize that even women are to be treated equally, so we'll all have opportunity to rise. I sure hope so, but I don't know. Only time will tell if we make it out of this hell. This isn't life, but struggle and strife. It's time to be on a level playing field, the field of dreams. You know what I mean? So let's draft it, create it, build it, make it. For this is ours, for all of us to have. Life, peace, and prosperity for our sons and daughters, our moms and dads. This is our time. This is our chance. Let us not falter, so we can sing, so we can dance, together as a nation of equals. This will be our sequel, to be continued and continued and continued.
Hey, what it is, what's up? So this is your girl Aisha. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. I gotta give a couple of shout outs. Hair Fetish Dolls for my hair, because it's obviously not mine. Blissful Aesthetics on the makeup, she did her thing. Tyrell on the merch. Y'all see it, and it's really comfortable too. And then my mama for my face. Thank you, mama, because I'm cute because of you. So this is the time where we're promoting, and I have a lot of stuff coming out, but what I want to promote is for you to follow me, right? I need you to go add me as a friend on Facebook, go follow me on Instagram, Plain Jane Organizing on Facebook. You can find me at Aisha Smith, because very, very soon I'll have quite a few things coming out, and I am super duper excited about it. Thanks.
Yo, it is your boy Right Reasons for the right reasons, and the right season to show some of y'all you can still spring back after the fall. It is the winter season. Listen, that's what I need you to do. Make sure that you go and follow me on Facebook, Right Reasons, or really on any social media outlets. I should be looking at this camera. Hey, how y'all doing? Thank you all for making it out tonight on all social media platforms. Make sure you search Right Reasons, all right? We're going to do that. I know you like this shirt right here, this hoodie. I know you seen it and you was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I heard the flames he was spitting, but that hoodie, though, it's getting cold outside. You understand? What you want to do with that is you want to make sure that you get at your boy for the hoodies. I got them. I got shirts, too, if you just want to be like that and wear a T-shirt in the cold. It is what it is. I got another event that I want to go ahead and talk about. December the 12th, Guns Down, Word Up. Come on, man. It speak for itself. We want to do a Stop the Violence event, but what I really want to show is different outlets that other people use instead of resorting to violence. And I'm a battle rapper now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need y'all support with this event. This is definitely not about me. It's about the community and the young people. So let's look into it. If you need more info, just hit me up. Right Reasons.
Yeah, it's my turn now. If you saw me at the beginning of this, I had on a different shirt. That's because I got a lot of them. and I want you to have a lot of them too. So this is a hoodie. I got a crew neck. Matter of fact, Right Reasons, could you grab those 4 shirts? Yeah, all 4 of those and those books. No, not you right. That the 3. My bad. Stuttering problem. Hold on. Don't laugh at me. Yeah, you can bring 1 book. So, people game, here's what I'm finna get ready to do. All you got to do in order to win some stuff right now, you can win a book. You know what I'm saying? This is my poetry book that, you know what I'm saying, I wrote by the grace of the Lord. Amen. And oh yeah, my boy got me. Dang, you can't really see it, but it's like an orchid color. You know what I'm saying? It's a limited tee. This is the orchid with the white, and then we got an orchid with the black. You know what I'm saying? He finna get ready to grab in just a second. But yeah, if you want to win a book, all you got to do is comment my name. Just put Tyrell. Last person I see comment my name is then that's the orchid with the black. Last person to comment my name, you win a free book, and then the next person after that, you'll get a free shirt. And then, because like I said, I can see you right here. So yeah, this is my first ever poetry book. The second one will be coming out shortly, very shortly. Shortly as in like, if you ever wrote a book, you know how short is. So it's like, give me a year, all right? Give me a year. But it's going to feature other artists, some of the artists that you've heard so far tonight. Wherever you at, just go ahead and clap it up real quick for everybody that's already done their poems. I want to give a special shout out to my brother, Brian Lavender. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, bro. Hope you out there staying safe and enjoying yourself. He also has a book. It's called Finding My Way Back. You can go to brianlavender.com and cop that, read that with your family. It's an awesome read. Also, I want to give a shout out to my boy Lee at GV Snacks. If you're from Gulfport, you know what's going on with GV Snacks. He make it look like it ain't no pandemic, because everybody be like, you know what I'm saying, my boy be having the block lit. And the food matches the block. I'm telling you, everybody comes and get it for a reason. I'm tripping. K. Walden Blessed, one of the most prolific basketball trainers on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Go follow him on Instagram at K. Walden Blessed. Who else I got? Norwood the barber, Chop Not Slop. Go holler at the Chop Shop. He the best barber on this side of glory. I told him that if I had a haircut, he'd be the only person to cut my hair. That's just me being real with y'all. And then lastly is Kiana King. Make sure you go follow her on Instagram, Facebook. It's KIYANNA. Yeah. And her business is Dipped Happiness. She dips pretzels, strawberries. Halloween coming up. Get your spooky basket from her. She goes crazy, and I promise you, it ain't trash. So, oh, you thought I was gonna pick the winners now? No. I'm gonna go back and look, and then you're just gonna get something in the mail. So you don't know who did it. Just comment my name, and I promise you, it's hot up here because, you know what I'm saying, we got these lights on, all this pressure y'all putting on us. But yeah, tag. Matter of fact, tag Brian too. Tell him happy birthday. Put it in the comment section. Happy birthday, me Lab or Brian, however it go. He'll see it as it pop up. But yeah. So we finna get into this freestyle session. I'm going to kick it off, and I got my good friends following after that. And then we're going to have our last leg of poetry. That's what you're going to want to stick around for. For those of you who have tuned in so far, we appreciate it so much. But it's going to get, you know what I'm saying, it's going to get right. Right Reason, one quick second. Can you just pull the camera just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I normally like my forehead cut off because it's big, but at this point, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to try to keep, you know what I'm saying, that aesthetic for everybody else. Yeah. So we're going to get this freestyle session kicking off. You can turn the music off if you want to. Actually, you can turn it off. That's perfect. That's good right there. Yeah, free merch. Get that. You can get, you know what I'm saying, the hoodies, website, all that type of stuff coming soon. Like I said, you can donate if you want to. Tom MacArthur, all that wonderful stuff. But with that being said, I'm finna look in these comments. You know what? I don't know if it's my laptop lagging or what. Who got their phone out? Who got their phone out watching it? Anybody? You do? Awesome. Tell me a name or a comment that you see, or somebody in here can throw a word out. I really want it from the crowd participation, though. We're going to go crazy. You feel me? I got 2 minutes of pressure. I don't, because it's off the head. We're going to see. We're going to see how it go. I'm going to take this off here. Yeah. So what y'all seeing? What y'all seeing in the comment section? What y'all talking about? What's going on? Talk to me. Elephant, elbow, Ain't nobody commented that. I don't even see it on screen. I'm just saying random words. Huh? They commented my name. That's fine. You said who? They trying to get shirts still, huh? Well, guess what? I'm finna go ahead and just pick one then. It was supposed to be crowd participation, but nah, I'm playing. I'm waiting on y'all a little bit. I ain't that rude. Could be, but I ain't. Before I get into that though, I'm gonna do one of my other poems. Not right now, you know what I'm saying, like towards the end. I got two more I'm gonna get y'all. But if you got your poetry book, you can turn with me. You know how the pastors be saying, turn your Bibles with me to John chapter, you know what I'm saying? So when it's my turn to come back up here, you can turn your book to, actually I don't even know what page it is. Just go to the last poem in there. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Huh? What'd you say? Pliers? Masterpiece. Okay, boom, let's get it. So there you go. There we go. Pliers, masterpiece, grace. Ooh. My boy said pliers. I'm gonna do masterpiece. All right, so boom. How I want to start this off? I said I might rap it a little bit. Okay, y'all ready? I'm gonna start it off lame. So this one is for all my liars who are constantly trying to fix things using these broken pliers. My God is different. I serve the Most High, the Elohim, able to create a masterpiece. I'm just trying to masterpiece within the master's piece. That's lame. Okay, I get it. So let me kind of refresh and take myself aback. I remember when I was a young cat. I'm talking about I ain't really hang with the dogs, always picking on rats, but that's just me, finding myself in who I was. I see Grace in the comments. Matter of fact, I think Grace was my cousin. I had a cousin named Grace. She said she only wanted to live above everything else that anybody else had for her, and that was just out of love. When she talked and she spoke, you can hear the difference. And then I just seen my sis Jessica. She commented infinite. So I'm gonna keep on trying to go. Nah, that was lame. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna let somebody else go. They were trying to tell me I'm one of the best freestylers. I'm not. Y'all finna see some real freestyling though. Right up next is my boy Right Reason. So look, I'm gonna let him. He finna freestyle. So yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. All right.
Yo, let's do it. Tyrell put me on the spot to freestyle. No gimmick, I must admit. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. When I was in court, the judge could have slammed the hammer, but this MC was too legit. Shout out to Jessica for that. I made her work. Hey, come on now, freestyle that. So whenever we up here and I mess up, please do everything but be mad at me. I'm talking to all the true kings and queens. Always be humble. Never get ahead of yourself and worship your majesty. A lot of y'all are clapping, but I don't see no more words. It said, hear me out. So how can I freestyle about something that I never seen or heard? So what do y'all want me to do? Trying to get my face booked? Nah, we ain't gonna even go on them scenes. I'm tired of acting. It's right. Reasons? I have to live for the only one true being. What's this word? See how y'all doing me? Y'all ain't putting the words up there fast enough. Some of y'all might be spam bots. Let me find out these comments are fake. I had to mark it. You saying it's hilarious, but we up here freestyling on the spot because in my mind, we had to learn how to create. I've been to jail, prison. Yes, it's a difference. I can't lie. I'm up here trying to freestyle. So please, just know that this is a struggle. How? Because I asked you guys to buy a hoodie because it's fun to get cold. But y'all ain't hit my Cash App now. Nothing is free. Except the style that I give unto thee. Shout out to Tyrell. You know what I'm saying? I had to shout my brother out. This is a spoken word showcase, so please hit the share button. We would love for you to attend the next time, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to somebody else. I just pray to God that you just heard me out.
freestyling in the garden of the grocery store and put on the spot, tell me to create. My words might come up late, but while I'm doing my laundry, I can't think of anything but folding and socks that suck. Oh, I can't do that. Where will it be? The underwear? What else? Laughing faces. There's no words coming in. This is gonna be hilarious to the end. I can't hear. All right, well, peace out.
Man, they gonna say the worst for last. Man, see how they did me, man? See how they do me? Look, I ain't got my glasses on, so I can't read the comments on the screen, so they gonna throw out a word for me. I'm gonna see what I can do. Man, look, we gonna let them give me some words first. Just tell me something they throw out, man. Market. All right, the word is market, man. Look, I am a social media digital marketing expert. The way I market myself, this is something that I can't help but flex. This is my gift, God given, my first language. I am in here getting real comfortable, all right? Tell me, how do I market myself to be presentable? Billboards, everybody want to get into this. I am a part of this. I am my own worst nemesis. I mean, it's the good and the bad side. It's a twin. I guess I'm a Gemini. No kidding though. But I'm a Leo, the lion that roars over the jungle. Come on, y'all, give me some more words. Liar? Ooh, who called me a liar? All right. I do not lie. I mean, okay, sometimes I tell a little white lie, but it ain't a black lie. That's real bad magic for you. That hoodoo, that voodoo, all that stuff. Look, I can't lie on the stand. Listen, when you hear my next piece, it's going to talk about perjury. So therefore, I need you to get comfortable and get in and sit in with me and let me flow so freely. This is what I do. I feel like this game need me, but then again, I feel like you do too. That's that Leo pride inside of me. I got to be the star. I got to be the prodigy. Everything got to revolve around me. I'm the sun planet. I lit fire and I flame everything that's around me. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Let me grab my little chair.
All right, we're going to get back to it with the real, you know what I'm saying? Some actual poetry. Yeah, that's good. That's straight, yeah. Y'all ready? Like I said, you can turn your poetry book to the back of the book if you're still watching. Whew. All right. May my soul live forever, as long as that may be. That when this body is buried, that it embodies the melodies of dirt formed from, dirt returned to. That my body be made new again someday. That although it withers away with time and eaten away to become enzyme for other creation in hindsight, I will become a part of them. The food that I partake in will one day have its revenge and partake in me. One day, my bones will become the epitome of information, the driving force to find other creation that became no more. Fossil fuel, if you will. Because, I mean, how long do tombstones actually last? How beautiful will it be when snow befalls mine? How ugly it will be to those who felt like I was gone too soon. But today I will talk about death beautifully. Oh, death, where is your sting? Is the foundation of these words, pillars of hope, confidence, awakening, and things to come placed upright in order to uphold the truth that makes some of us quiver, anxious, curious, impatient, and above all, murderers. To those who had suicidal thoughts that played in their heads, couldn't you hear their strings? If not, eventually you'd see them, the strings being beautiful and horrific both at the same time. Beautiful because you knew that they were free but horrific in the way that they became intimate with freedom. There was so much pain attached to their existence, so instead of cutting people off, they cut themselves, bodies becoming cliffhangers, hanging next to notes of their benediction, a final applause. The truth is, death awaits us all, but even life is after that. So yeah, my name will be introduced to death, but my life will really get to know, my spirit will really get to know life in the fullness thereof. So I will not allow myself to judge those who desired to know what was on the other side. I'll just be sure to keep their tombstones clean. And please, unless snow befalls it, do the same for mine.
I watch the news sometimes and get aggravated, especially when our neighborhood experiences child loss. There's a button on the inside that immediately gets activated. I wish I can go back to before they did the crime, save a life, and hit the words, thank God I made it. So imagine me as the first black superhero. You gonna catch me in an all-black bulletproof suit, bulletproof visor, and the original Space Jam J's. My heroic intro music, most likely some random trap music that'll make Stevie wonder if the boy even saved. On the hood, I'll pull out a weapon longer than 60 minutes, the gun prepaid. With free nights and weekends that not only do it reload itself, this is crazy, but it's impacting lives every single day. I'll never hide my identity because seeing my face is the penalty, but the butt whooping is the price that they'll have to pay. Let me stop joking. You want to know why I want to be a superhero? Because our little girls are being drugged to the whip and they're getting drugged in the whip. Human trafficking is real, but you don't seem to care. You don't even care about what your daughter's wearing. You never correct her when she hanging with those friends that's teaching her how to swing her hips. Some of y'all thinking that'll never happen to me and my child. Out here trying to brag and boast, but you outside in public with a guy that don't take care of you or your kids. I swear some of y'all be doing the most. You ignore every missing child poster until it happened to yours. Now you want everybody and their mama to share your Facebook post? Quick question. Now, how is New Orleans lit and Texas trill when them some of the main areas for sex trafficking? That statement true. I can only imagine what our little queens are going through. This is ludicrous. They ended up on the shirt and just viewing that tea, pain. Our babies out here getting chopped and screwed. What you mean? They degrading our queens, telling them to come and strip, probably sleep deprived, hopefully hopefurized, popefurized, but some just end up in a box sick with only some last words, like a comic strip. But not if I pull up before the police pull up. For the rest of his life, he'll wear a pull-up, so pull up. Because, boy, if you snatch a child around me, I can't promise I'll be a child of God. Just Bruce Wayne creeping through these dark nights. You'll end up dead, shot. We'll turn all you jokers into a suicide squad. Let me see. It's 34,700 sex trafficking cases just inside the United States. So clearly, one way to not prevent the situation is by saying, let's just sit around and wait. Listen, I'm going to disagree with you for 40 days and 1,000 nights with the straightest face. Oh, you wilding out? Let me guess. Well, I'll still dump the cannon. You should have seen the look on Mariah's face. I know my purpose in life is to be a city beacon. Now, I know that I'm going to be the same right in any region. I know you got questions and comments, but be patient. As I sort through the grievance, I can't stand sex trafficking. And I can give you my 3 reasons. Number 1, human trafficking is the trade of humans for the purpose of forced labor, sexual slavery, and commercial sexual exploitation. Number 2, whether they survive or not, they will never be the same. Their love life will drastically change and they'll suffer mental devastation. Number 3, because it's wrong. They prey on the physically weak, make them do wild things and pose in front of a camera phone. That's my 3 reasons. Now, it's more than known, but I gotta go. Save the day. Power up. Once they internet, I'll beat them home. I'm Bruce Wade. I'll really dump the steel. I'm not joking. Leave the children alone. Search Bruce Wade on Google, because even they know I keep the chrome. Right reasons.
destruction and reconstruction. Sometimes self-destruction can open a path to reconstruction of our body, our mind, and our soul. But mental and physical, we are a whole, one unit, yet so many parts to hold together and to keep from falling apart. Our spirit inside yearns to thrive, no matter how broken our lives. A journey of recovery and self-discovery starts to set in, allowing for a new path of reconstruction to begin. Oh, the wave we will and can ride, if we allow ourselves to blossom out from the inside. A life we can truly live and love. Love is courage in action, so let us have the courage to not kill our opportunity before we give ourselves a chance to grow. Gain, not loss, can be our gratification and satisfaction. At peace and ease, letting love be our reaction. Love ourselves within, avoidance of all distractions. And as our spirit sings a song, we are like beautiful flowers, upright, steady, and strong, going through life's journey, blowing in the wind, spreading God's grace, spilling out from within.
I'm not that short. Okay, I need to preface this poem before I read it. It's not what you think it's about. I was testing the limits of my creativity, so my little sister watching this, I just needed to put that out there. All right. Are you sure you want the truth? I killed him. There. I said it. Whew, never thought I'd get that off my chest. In my mental capacity, it's tortured me that I had a blatant disregard for life. Also God's creation. But he pushed me over the edge, so I killed him. He came and invaded my home without permission, stretched his hand through the opening of my clothes without permission, nibbled on my inner thighs without permission, invited his friends to join the ride without my permission. And I was broken. He broke through the tough wall of skin that I had developed with age, making my skin inflamed from what he considered love turned rage, leaving scars and bruises in plain sight. But this kind of abuse was common. So there was no cry for help, no public outcries, no knight in shining armor to save the day. I became allergic to the venom spewing from his tongue. No more blood drawn from my pencil veins. No more of his manipulative ways. No more spending money searching for solutions to the unwelcome gifts he gave. I was tired. And it was not a Merry Christmas for all. So in the middle of my nightmare, I stay woke. Awake to his abuse, awake to the misuse of my hospitality. He took my chaos and disorganization as a sign that his presence was necessary. He came in without an open door, no welcome sign hanging, no nothing, only adding to the tears of abuse I had already suffered at the hands of another just like him. Now I am awake, but he is asleep, because I held the thinly veiled sheet over his face until his oxygen became deplete. Before I knew it, I had killed him.
It's me again with the chip. All right, here we go. I like to get comfortable when I'm, saying, when I'm finna do my thing. I like to get real comfortable. Can I have some fun with this one? Are you not entertained? My lyrics are filled with heartache and pain. I tell the story of the descendant of Anne and James. It's bittersweet like the memories and the taste of sugar canes. You see, this is the only time I can escape out of my mental cell. I got enough stories to fill any shelf. I put my heart and pain in every ingredient. I guess I'm like a lyrical chef. You see, I saute the pain, I fillet the grief, but I get heavy-handed with the happiness. This is my art. They come from all around to admire my craftiness. You see, when I pace my life in my lyrics, they copying my stories but never hearing it, but they all gotta face the judge when they commit perjury at the hearing. That's because their stories are all borrowed, never authentic. That's because their stories are all borrowed, never authentic. It's never a matter of how. It's never a matter of when, but how I'm gonna win it, because I'm always wind up on top, no matter how you spin it. Are you not entertained? At this point, I'm just setting high scores for the game. At this point, I'm just getting comfortable in my reign. At this point, I'm steering the ship with no rain. I'm not the type to rekindle old flames. I let the fire die out like trying to set up camp in the rain. Tell me when to stop, because I'm just rambling again. But my rambles get scrambled and flipped in the pan. That's food for thought. Blessings to my mother for the lesson that she taught. Shout out to God for the battles that I fought. Forged in the fire taught me how to be the flame and not the moth. If it's on my brain, I gotta get it off. My flow is sick with no cough. I should wear a gown with no back. Cause just like my rhymes, all you getting is crack. It's addictive the way I cook it. My flow's all over the place like I shook it. That's why this game will get dismantled. Your favorite artists will get manhandled, because I light a fire underneath them like they standing bare feet on lit candles. So remember from whence I came, the product of Anne and James, and only one question still remains. Are you not entertained?
Appreciate you all for sticking with us, man, through the whole thing. I just wrote this piece over a course of 2 days. Just finished it today. So let's get it. Once I leave this building, I hit the streets checking on my mentees. There's no way around it. They little sisters and brothers need love too. I'm on the sideline, cheering at the b-ball games, the basket counted. This is reasons I'll never change who I am. I don't care what you say, because my purpose, I know I found it. Yeah, I can fight. What's up? I'm fighting for the boys in the hood while the boys in the hood. Sirens flashing, Florida gas and domestic violence, tires slashing, steel body, wooden caskets, steel blow. They just left my young boys leaking like a head gasket. I swear, I know the vibes. I know what it's like to do the right thing, making it safely to the right place at the wrong time. I know the vibes. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, bright lights flashing over this dark complexion of mine. I didn't know that if I couldn't breathe and I was trying to tell you that this was a part of resisting lies. I just don't trust you. Oh, you up to something, Jekyll? Whenever we call on you, you quick to hide. Iffy relationships with America. You got your phone flipped over. We've been calling you for a solution, but you've been silent the entire time? I honestly don't know how much more I can stand for this. Now, how right in the wrong direction with a handy compass? Feelings I get if I ever saw Batman enter a building with his theme music and catch a headshot. I'm like, what? All this for no justice? Rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. And on right end, I must show you what being active is like. Frederick Douglass. Little boy, beat the streetlights home. And this season, I fear the police will try to off you with all his might. Your skin black. Don't you know whatever's done in your skin, darkness would always come to police lights? Them boys in the hood should be focused on schoolwork and Tonka toys. But that is not the case. I'll admit, right now, I'm like an astronaut in his feelings. I just need my space. Listen to me. From now on, if you're not screaming Black Lives Matter, there's a couple doors. Grand Prix mixed with some Call of Duty. Don't you know we're in a race war? I'm tempted to go back to my old ways. Al Bus, Dumbledore. But see, all I'm saying is, our young men of the future, young ladies too, we must untie the knots. Please understand. I understand you think we have an auction license because we're dealing with a lot. My goal isn't to scare you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, it's not. I just want you to see what I see when I see the boys in the hood confusing our kings and queens with murderers and thoughts. But it's right reasons for the right reasons in the right season. And some of y'all should spring back after the fall. It's the winter season.
That's fire. You feel me? That's fire. Before I get into this very last piece, I want to say thank y'all, like he said prior to. Thank y'all for sticking with us so far. I just want to say thank you up front, like right now. But yeah, be sure to follow them. Rewind this back. Go, you know what I'm saying, like your favorite poem. Yeah. Or go rewind your favorite poem. I put it like that. You know how you got to talk so you get your stuff situated? Cool. By show of hands and comments, how many of you have ever felt a hollowness in your chest? I'm talking hollow, empty. The beautiful thing about hollowness is that there is this indication that structure is nearby. But I have this inclination that as time passes, structures will become less fortified and that hollowness will be replaced with desolation. So you say you felt the hollowness in your chest. Have you dealt with that hollowness in your chest? If so, would you mind listing your actions? Tell the world how you got through it if you don't mind us asking. Share with others your drive and determination that kept you from crashing. What type of light resides in you that really kept you from blacking? But if you did click and that led to some clacking, did others get hurt with their people putting caskets? Hope no one would peek at you trying not to get caught ashing. Tell the world how you got through it if you don't mind us asking. Was it therapy, drugs, sex, church, respect, work? My bet is that you gave your best in whatever outlet you chose to deal with that hollowness. How much regret came with it? Am I asking too many questions? And yes, I am aware that that was another question. Here's some more. Have you ever felt a hollowness in your chest? A type of hollow that could harbor anything known to man? Have you ever seen a soul become a body, numb? Videos of my brothers and sisters becoming bodies was all the heads up I needed to know that law enforcement had a different meaning. Some enforce the law of death. They'll cut off the circulation in your neck just to remind you that bullets don't have to penetrate your chest. It's hard to stomach the fact that you could take your last breath at the hand of someone who jumped at the call to serve and protect. Life wasted, wrongfully brought to an end at the hand of someone who jumped at the call to serve and protect. Hatred being bred in the hearts of those who hated hatred. I don't know. Maybe he thought to channel his inner Kaepernick when he finally decided to take a knee. I mean, when you play on that team, you always got a leg up on your competition. Even when your competition restricted, dog, we still facing restrictions. Whites only water fountains ain't went nowhere. Just look around you. Everything else has just been evolved and improved from its original design, but that doesn't mean that it no longer does what it was designed to do. And they'll never see defeat, camera or not, because they pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, one nation. Such a fraud. Segregation, con regard. Substantial evidence, disregard. Indivisible, and that's false, because I can't tell who's racist and by whom I'm tolerated. If I make the white red out in the blue and then they say liberty and justice for all, false. That's a privilege for a few. They'll show up to your house unannounced, unidentifiable, untamed, and perform the unimaginable. They'll put holes in you that would leave your family in an abyss. And then they'll be charged for the shots that they miss. And if I'm killed by one of my own, it's open casket, case closed. But if I'm killed by one of theirs, it's closed casket, case dismissed. Then we're left to say justice for hashtag insert your favorite black name here. To be honest, it's way too many to choose from. I wrote this poem to explain how I dealt with the hollowness in my chest. Unfortunately, I haven't dealt with it yet.